Hello, wondering watchers. This is a collective love, money, manifestations reading for March 2022. So I've laid out here on the table a card to represent each sign of the zodiac. I have 4 tarot decks and I've cleared and set the intentions for each of them to correspond with one of the elements, either fire, earth, air, or water. So we're going to go ahead and just pull 3 cards for each of the signs. And we're going to start with the fire signs. So let's see what's going on for love when it comes to Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay, so Aries. You have the 9 of Wands. Leo. For love, you have 6 of Cups. And Sagittarius. For love, you have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, Aries. Now let's see what's going on for money in March. You have the High Priestess. Leo, let's take a look at your March money. Queen of Swords. And Sagittarius. Money, money, money. Knight of Swords. Okay, so Aries, with the 9 of Wands for love, it seems that you will be doing a lot of the work, putting a lot of energy into either finding love, preparing yourself for a difficult talk to have, and overall just feeling kind of worn out about it. So it's almost as if you're just like, love, who cares? In terms of money, you have the High Priestess, and that is indicating like making sure that you have time to calm your mind when it comes to what it is you need to do for work, communicating with people, recognizing also that things are not this or that. The universe is full of a lot of different variations, and being mindful of that is going to be helpful when it comes to money. And then also, perhaps at work, be someone who listens. Listen to what's going on around you. Listen to whoever wants to talk. So let's see where this leads for your manifestations. You have the Page of Cups. So what's going on here? You at least will start being curious about love. You'll be curious about what you can create when you start collecting all this knowledge when it comes to money. So in terms of love, not so hot, but it looks like you're gearing up for something good. Okay, so Leo, 6 of Cups for love. Perhaps looking at an old relationship for some of you, and for others, I'm feeling more your heart is where the home is. Perhaps spending time with some family. And in terms of money, you got Queen of Swords. So you're making decisions, you're being straightforward, you're being independent, and it's pretty confident about where you are for money this month. So let's see what you're manifesting, Leo. You have Temperance. So pretty much in a place of zen. You're feeling like you've kind of got this. So that's pretty awesome. Sagittarius, for love, you have 8 of Pentacles. A lot of work going in there. So I'm sensing for some people, perhaps going on a lot of dates, maybe making up a profile, redoing your dating profile online. And in terms of money, you have the Knight of Swords. So you are making things happen. You are pursuing avenues of where there's options for you to make some money. Let's take a look at what this means for you in terms of manifestations. You have the Empress. So in terms of being in touch with your femininity, your sexuality, your ability to create abundance, that is good for you in both work and love. So looks like you are going to have an abundant March. So let's jump to the earth signs here. We're going to start off with Taurus love. Let's see what you got. You have 8 of Wands. Virgo love, you have the 7 of Discs. Capricorn, what's your love like? Success, 6 of Wands. Okay. All right, Taurus money. Let's see what you got in your pocket. You have King of Swords. Virgo money, 4 of Swords. Capricorn money, money March. You got 3 of Discs. So, Taurus, in the love department, you're making moves. It's up to you whether you hit your target. But things are happening, and they're happening quick. In terms of your money, you are kind of the master of making communications happen, making agreements, perhaps even like writing out detailed plans right now. So this is going to be a very busy March for you, Taurus. Let's take a look at what this energy has to do with manifestations. You have 7 of Swords, deception. So the way I see this is you got a lot going on. You got a lot of attention on the outcomes of what you're working on. So you might be kind of swayed to cut corners a little bit. I would say you need to be able to look yourself in the mirror, and you need to be able to look other people in the face when you kind of give them your end result. When you show up and you're about to kiss their beautiful face. So just keep that in mind. But seems like you have a lot going on, and yeah, you might want to just see how you want to be perceived in that. So Virgo, with the 7 of Discs in the love category, it seems like you are investing in something right now, and how it turns out, you're not so sure. If you're stoked about it, invest more. If you're not so stoked about it, then it depends on how busy bored you are. But when it comes to money, you have 4 of Swords, and that indicates that you have been maybe working too hard, or really not thinking clearly, or things aren't clicking for you. I would say take a rest, meditate, drink some chamomile tea, take a nice long nap, and kind of see how that works for you. Let's see on manifestations for the month. You have 5 of Wands. It says competition on this card. So it seems like almost I get a 4 of Cups vibe, where it's like not really stoked about much, possibly because you are seeing it's easier for others or you have to put in more work. But just recognize that these are all life lessons. People go through growing pains, and you'll come out the other side a little bit more knowledgeable, and if you get some rest, possibly even with a clear head and ready for some action. So Capricorn, you have 6 of Wands for love. So it seems whatever you got your sights on, you're in for a wild ride. And in terms of the money, you got 3 discs. So you are making things happen with possibly other people. Maybe they are, for some reason, I'm kind of thinking about if you are putting together some part of the work, they're displaying it. So if you wrote something, they're incorporating it in their website, or if you had something that was like a painted or some recipe that you put together, it's starting to be used. So basically, you're contributing and feeling good about it. Let's see in terms of manifestations for the month of March what that means. You got the Magician, making magic happen. So yeah, I would say March is pretty good in terms of love and money. So keep it going, Capricorn. Now we are on to the, that was loud, the air signs. And I'm leaving all these out for those of you who want to cross watch and want to check for your sun, moon, and rising signs. Okay. These cards are really sticky. Okay, Gemini. Let's see what you got for love. Knight of Cups. All right. Libra. Libra love. What you got? Ace of Cups. Nice. Oh, and this one wants to come out for Aquarius. 4 of Cups. Right. We're back to Gemini and seeing what kind of money there is for you in March. Page of Swords. Libra money. Let's see, Libra. What do the scales bring you? King of Cups. And then back to Aquarius, money. You got 2 of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so Gemini, with the Knight of Cups, love is kind of dripping off of you, and you're cool with that. You have pretty much, I feel like, a lot of opportunities, but even if it's not in number, in terms of the quality, that opportunity is pretty good in terms of love. So what do I mean by that? For those of you that are kind of shooting your love arrow at different people, go ahead and take your aim. It's probably going to work out for a couple of them, a few of them, most of them. And for those of you who are really excited and invested in a particular person, then that investment is going to do well for you. In terms of your money, in the Page of Swords, it seems that you are kind of looking at some potential investing options. I'd say if you're ready to plunk down your money right now, maybe just do a little bit more research and go outside of your comfort zone. If you've only been looking at, I don't know, oil, take a look at investing in chocolate or something along those lines. So let's see what this means for manifestations in March. You have the Death card. So some type of change, some type of transformation. And even though Death kind of indicates a loss, there are different types of emotions that go along with it. In the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, there is Death riding in on a horse, and there's different people there. There's, I think it might be a king that's on the ground, just out for the count. There's maybe a pope pleading and trying to beg, and one kid is like looking at Death with awe, and someone else is like, oh no. So here I feel the Death card for you is that kind of kid with wonder. So enjoy your March. It's going to be a lot of new things coming for you. All right, Libra, you've got Ace of Cups for love. You are all about love this month, even with King of Cups in your money. So you are dripping more love even than Gemini. With the King of Cups in the money section, I would say be the person that is kind of counseling others in terms of at work, perhaps just being the person that will listen and the person who kind of gives advice, just kind of supporting your coworkers. If you, for some of those that are their own boss, I feel like your creativity is on point in March. So I would just say work that heart center. And let's see what manifestations there are for you, Libra. You have the Moon, which is a large part has to do with your intuition. It seems like you are in a good place to jump into the unknown and explore a little bit. Dig in there and see what good things will happen. Okay, now Aquarius. Four of Cups in the love department. Really, it's almost as if you need to open your eyes a little bit more and allow things to happen and see what's going on around you and the potential. It's almost like you are zeroed in on something, and whatever you're zeroed in on isn't going to get you what you want. So be a bit more open and kind of be more, what's the word? Grateful? Not in the sense of your interactions with people. So going to the store and saying, excuse me, or hello, or, you know, how's your day going to people at the checkout counter or at the cashier counter, something along those lines where you actually are showing appreciation for people around you. That really can go a long way. Honestly, if you're looking to make conversation, go to a place where they serve one item, like a candy shop, or like a coffee shop, or like a shoe store, and you say, hey, what's your favorite shoe? Or, hey, how do these shoes look on me? Basically just communicate with the people around you and just be happy with those small interactions, and it'll start reminding you of the bigger things around you. In terms of money, you've got Two of Cups. So what I am kind of sensing is once you kind of reconnect with just connecting with people, it'll help you in terms of your money. Because it's almost as if you're trying to see the cup flowing in one direction, but water flows all around. So be open to possibilities. Let's see what your manifestations bring you. You have the Three of Wands, which is kind of being open and venturing out. So yeah, maybe do some of the things I suggested, or don't, and sit there and look at your three cups. Up to you. Okay, so we are getting into the water signs. Let me go ahead and just show over here. We're going to start out with Cancer. Okay, so Cancer, let's see what is up with you in love. Ten of Pentacles. Scorpio? Scorpio love, Scorpio love, Scorpio love. Ten of Wands. And Pisces. Pisces love, Pisces love. Six of Wands. Okay. All right, let's look at Cancer March money. Queen of Pentacles. A lot of pentacles going on for you, Cancer. Scorpio. Let's see if your love is, or your money is better than your love situation. You have the Knight of Wands. It's better. And in terms of Pisces money, March money, you have another Six of Pentacles. So Cancer, love, you got 10 of Pentacles. So it could be, with all these pentacles going on, it seems you are able to really spoil the people that you love, which is great. You know, bringing them a random milkshake or something, taking them to dinner, taking them to a museum, a movie even, and really like being able to see their happiness and your happiness, and it's just all happy love. In terms of your money, Queen of Pentacles, you are on top of your game. You're managing your time, you're managing your money, you are making things happen, which is awesome. So let's take a look at March manifestations for you, Cancer. You have the Moon as well. So you are, in terms of what you can manifest and materialize, you are in a good position to also go down paths that are unknown to you, and a little unclear. I would say it also might be that whatever you're dreaming about, let's say you're dreaming about going to an amusement park, you're probably going to be taking your family to an amusement park. This time of year, at least, I believe there are some food festivals as well. So pay attention to your dreams and see if there's anything there that will help you use your material wealth in a certain way, and also give you some ideas on how to connect in ways that are not about what you can buy or give. But spending time is a good thing as well. So Scorpio, you have 10 of Wands for love. You are doing a lot of work. You got Knight of Wands for money. You're doing a lot of work. So you have a lot of energy being expended right now. And if what you're going for in your love department is worth it, by all means go. But if you're reconsidering where you can cut some of your losses, I don't think anyone would blame you either. All right, let's see what you're manifesting. 8 of Wands. You are just flying. I would say just be careful whether or not where this ends isn't you just dropping a whole lot of wands on the person or people that you're trying to connect with. And maybe just ask for some help, or a night on the couch cuddling, or even just watching a movie by yourself. A good movie that is full of love and will make you cry. Maybe Pride and Prejudice. Maybe even Harry Potter movies. I know they work for me. Okay. Pisces, you have 6 of Wands in the love department. You are pretty much surrounded by good things happening in the love department. So going to weddings, parties, definitely make your move. You see someone at an event, make your move. It looks like you're gonna be victorious in that. In terms of money, you have 6 of Pentacles, so it's about give and take. You might not be able to be in the position to buy a lot of things, but if you meet someone at a party, ask them if they want to buy you a drink. Might as well work it one way or another, or you can offer to buy them a drink. Basically, I see that it's going to be kind of like a, what's the word? Going to be maintaining in the month of March. That's not a bad thing. So, let's take a look at what you're manifesting. You have the Queen of Swords. So, confidence, independence. Yeah, you're kind of stepping into your being honest and it not sounding bad. So yeah, try your luck at love. With money, it'll make its way around to you if you don't have it this month. So this is what I have for you all. I'm hoping this provides some helpful perspective of your love, money, and manifestations for March 2022. And we'll see you next time. Take care.